G'day everybody and welcome to the very first game day vlog here on the YouTube channel, and today it's going to be East Sunbury taking on Pascoe Vale for the final game of the round. It'll be last place taking on second last place. Loser of this game will finish the season at the bottom of the ladder. It'll be an absolute thriller in this game. Now if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, please make sure you smash that like and subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos coming out. Let's get straight into it. For this game I will be playing centre half back as well as in the ruck, and the boys were just getting ready to run out and play an absolute thriller. At the beginning of the game, the kid from the other team received the handball from his teammate and then began to boot it over his other teammate's head, and nobody was quick enough to get it, so I eventually found the boundary line. Moments later, it was a stoppage right in front of our goals as Cooper Selwood got the pick up. He snapped at goals, but unfortunately didn't have the journey, and over time reached the boundary line. But not long after that, we found it back up our end and Cody took a mark. I was pretty confident in his accuracy, but it came down to whether or not he had the distance to kick it. And as he went for the kick, unfortunately, it didn't just have the journey and eventually was touched on the line. During the kick out, number 27 from Pascoe Vale dropped the mark, but still got the pick up, handballed it over to 33, and he booted it far down the line where Bo Tyler took a possession, but unfortunately could not do too much with it. I took a ruck contest in the centre wing and just barely winning the head out, I tapped it to Kate Lee, but unfortunately bounced straight off his chest, giving the opposition the chance to get a kick away, which eventually was followed by a goal. After that goal, I was eventually put in the middle for a ruck contest, and after looking at the guy, I was pretty confident that I had this in the bag. And as he threw it up, we both went in too early and completely missed the ball. But luckily for us, as soon as they took possession, the umpire handed a free kick to Will Crawford because they were caught dropping the ball. After that kick, the ball was on track to leave our 50 pretty quickly. That was until Kate Lee got the kick, and while the pack was fighting over the ball for a little bit, Cooper Selwood went for another goal and this time absolutely slotted it. After that, I was back in the middle for another ruck contest, and I was really praying that I did not do the exact same thing. And as he threw it up, I actually won the hit out, but tapped it to nobody. Luckily for myself, Cade Lee took possession, pulled a Dusty Martin on some kid in the mud, and Max Hills was soon handed a free kick, and still have not worked out what exactly for, but I won't complain. Max Hills' kick fell right in front of Jude, and he was forced to chase after it, but his kick was followed by a mark, and the next kick followed by a set shot.
Oh, good. Come on, Jesse. Oh, great.
But Nicky J's kick fell short and was touched before reaching the goals. But it didn't take long for them to turn it over as Cooper Selwood got the handball to Max Hills. Max Hills, he got the kick away, and that's when I came into play. I got the handball off and Cooper Selwood shot at goal, but unfortunately could not make the distance. They couldn't do too much with it, and if we were able to take possession here, there was a chance for potentially another goal, and that's when Andrew was given a free kick. His kick fell a bit short and headed to the direction of yours truly. I got the kick up to Cooper Selwood and he headed for goal, but unfortunately the bounce after the kick didn't work too much in his favour. And moments later, the siren sounded and the scores were 12-8 and Pascoe Vale led by 4 points going into the second quarter. Which seems like could be a very, very close game, but the thing is with my team, if we don't lead by a lot earlier in the game, it's going to be quite hard for us to get the job done. Meaning that in the second quarter, we're going to have to, absolutely give it our all, which, not that we're not already doing that, but we have to actually give it all our all. And actually take the lead this quarter. If we can take the lead, we're definitely a chance to get the job done. But usually our later quarters are our worst, so we need to take the lead as early as possible. But not too much lineup-wise to change. It looked like it was going to be a pretty similar quarter scoring-wise, and we're hoping to take the lead by the end of it. The second quarter started off pretty slow, and it was mainly just fumbles followed by the occasional soccer kick. But Jude laid this tackle, and I came over for a ball up. Pretty soon, it ended up going up their ends, and as he shot at goal, it didn't even close to the distance, but somehow got it to get that lucky bounce to roll through. We head back to the middle where I tapped it towards Declan Bishop and the umpire gave me a free kick for high contact. I moved it on pretty quickly and found the arms of Lawrence. Unfortunately, the ball was turned over pretty soon, but they kept fumbling, so I picked it up and just got the kick away, and once everyone fumbled here and there, Jude was tackled and we had a stoppage. It soon moved up to their end, as we couldn't really do too much after that stoppage, and number 6 from Pascoe Vale took a mark up their end and was confident enough in his kicking ability to have a set shot on goal, and after all his teammates were yelling at him and calling him selfish for taking the set shot, he eventually kicked it on the full. During the next stoppage, I won the hit out, and once JD got the pick up, he was pushed in the back and was handed a free kick right on the siren, so we weren't able to do too much with it. At half time, the scores were 24-9, and this is what my dad had to say about the game so far.
What are you thinking at half time? Do you think that
Any chance they can man up in the back line?
And as I went over to the coach, I was looking on the board. I actually did not see my name anywhere on the board. I was looking for centre half back, looking at the ruck. I wasn't there anywhere, and I was actually so confused where I was. And then the coach announced that for the first time this season, in the final game, I'll be on the bench. For the first time this entire season, I've been put on the bench. Look, I know I haven't been having my greatest game today, but I feel like I haven't been playing too bad. I don't think I should be on the bench. But you know what? If it works out for us, it works out for us. Maybe I'm the thing that's letting us down. But luckily for me, the one quarter that I was on the bench, it actually started to pelt down with rain, so I got to miss that at least. But at the start of the quarter, Cooper Sale was handed a free kick, followed by a 50-metre penalty, or whatever the distance is in my league. He kicked it to the hands of Will Crawford, but the ball was too slippery to land a mark, and it was soon handed to the umpire for a ball up. But not long after that, Declan Bishop was given the opportunity to have a set shot, and not even his dad from the bench was backing him in to kick this, but he was able to prove everyone wrong and absolutely slotted it. We then took 2 marks in a row, which led to us getting it back near goals, but Pascoe Vale was lucky enough to take a mark in the back line. And at 3/4 time, the scores were 39-16, and Pascoe Vale led by 26 points. At this point in time, it was pretty much guaranteed that we weren't going to win the game unless we had some sort of miracle in the final quarter. And as I was going to be off the bench this quarter, the coach told me that I was going to be playing full forward, and I thought, you know what? Even if we are going to lose this game, let's end off the video with a goal. Unfortunately, at the start of the quarter, my teammate did score a behind, but during the kick out, they turned it straight over to Nicky J, who had a chance to redeem himself from earlier and kick a goal. But unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance as he was a bit far out, and eventually it was touched on the line. And you wouldn't believe it, but he marked it again in a similar spot, but this time chose to pass it off to Cade Lee, who couldn't quite get the mark, and Will Crawford was swung around during a tackle and got caught holding the ball. Not long after that, we had a stoppage back up our end where I tapped it straight to the hands of Cade Lee, who unfortunately dropped it, and no one was able to get the ball until the umpire paid a free kick to Pascoe Vale for a reason that I actually still cannot explain. But we were lucky enough to receive a free kick up their end as it slipped through Max Levy's hands, and number 36 from Pascoe Vale ran away with it and eventually turned it over to Nathan Scott. With 5 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, Max Levy got the kick away to Cade Lee, who dropped it, but Will Crawford got the pick up and handballed it along the ground, where Cade Lee got the handball back to Will, laid a block, and Will Crawford unfortunately turned over the ball to Pascoe Vale. They turned it over to Nathan Scott, who quickly got the kick away. Cooper Selwood picked it up, got the kick out, and ended up slipping past me towards Bo Tyler, and there wasn't too much I could do here, but I yelled soccer, and that's exactly what he did and scored a goal. And as the final sign blew, East Sunbury lost the game by 26 points and finished dead last on the ladder with 3 total wins all season. We were then sent to the middle to shake hands with the other team, say good game and all that. None of us were really in the mood to do all that, as we were hoping to end off the season with a win. But we were able to knock off 2 of the best sides in the league earlier in the season. Surprisingly, our only wins were against good sides. But yeah, it really would have been great to end off the season with a win. And that does wrap up this game day vlog. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, just let me know in the comments section, because I'd actually be interested in doing this a lot more over next year's season in the under 16s, where I think it will be a lot better gameplay than this one. But yeah, let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, could you please show me that by liking the video, subscribing to the channel if you're new, and of course hitting that notification bell so you can be notified when a new video is coming out. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.